Salamander dude, Saiyan Salamander here. You're probably wondering why my words aren't kind of fitting, you know, the movements of my mouth right now. But for some reason, my audio didn't record for the entire video, which is a big sag. So I'm just gonna do post-con this week. We're fighting CherryManCake and the Philadelphia Melmetals. So here, you know, we're just choosing our lead. They ran a couple things I wasn't expecting. Didn't expect the Scrafty, because of, like, me having two fairy types that squad weak against, you know, squad effective against it. Tangler, I was like, oh, don't know if I'm gonna bring that. But you know, we'll just see how we do and make the best of it. So, oh, I don't remember if I cut out some stuff in this video, but we're gonna see. I don't think I did, because this is like... Oh, I haven't edited yet. That's why. Ah, so I'm going to have to, like, skip ahead in this recording, because I'm a dumb bean. So, first we set up... we send out my Tapu Lele, Unikasai against this Azelf. And I'm thinking, you know what, I want to see if it's Scarfed, because I'm Scarfed. So I'm going to Shadow Ball it, just to test the waters, because I feel like I can eat one Shadow Ball. And it can also take a Shadow Ball. But we're just gonna test the Scarf here, and it is not in fact Scarfed, so I get to use good old Shadow Ball against it and do some decent damage. Azelf goes for a sub, which I'm really surprised lands, because I thought it was in 25%, but I guess it was at like 26-27% because it just manages to get it off. So here I'm like, okay, I don't want to set it up on me now it's behind a sub. So I'm just going to go Shadow Ball again, and break this sub. Because I really don't want to, I don't want to deal with this setup, you know? This does not sound like a very fun thing to deal with. So I get rid of its sub, Pog, they're very Pog, and it goes for a Toxic, which is not very Pog. I did not think this was going to be like a, like one of those things where it just... You know, this is an Azelf, it's not a Mesprit. I didn't think it'd be like a stall kind of mon like that, I guess, where it's like sub-toxic. I kind of expected like sub-nasty plot, and for it to go ham. So sub-toxic was pretty surprising. So I think I switch out here, because I don't know why actually, because I outspeed and can just go Shadow Ball. I think I was worried about like maybe a Protect or something, what I'm switching out, but they withdrew, so it's fine. And they send in Hoodlum, which is their Scrafty, and get the Intimidate off on me, which is not very amazing because I am a physical attacker. But I'm hoping, you know, I can bait it out with the Air Slash potentially here. Scrafty was an interesting pick to send out against Tapu Lele, thinking about it, because, you know, we're quite effective on it. And I guess we are Scarfed, so it's fine. I was just like, I don't know, I was just kind of watching it again, and I was like, huh. So I send in Skunk Tank here, because I thought, okay, I can eat a hit and I can play rough this thing, which would be very nice. So here comes Bruce. Bruce is just vibing over here, and they send in their Lusamine, which is their Clefable, and I'm like, oh, nice, because that's a fairy type, and I can, you know, go for a nice little poison jab here. Or can I? Because what if they send out their Corviknight? That would not be very good. So I send in a Heliolisk just in case they send in that Corviknight, because I really don't want that to happen. So, you know, just communicating for a minute, they're thinking. Like, maybe they're just like, do I switch here? I don't know. Bruce comes back. Out goes the Kaminari. There they are. Look at them. Look at my boy. Lusamine goes out. And here comes the Corviknight. And I'm like, hell yeah. Look at me smiling in that video. That's the look of someone who's just, like, made a big Pog prediction. And I'm like, hell yeah. Because, you know, I'm happy about that. And now I make another prediction, because I'm like, yo, what if they send out Seismitoad here, because they predict, like, a Volt Switch, or a Thunderbolt. So I'm going to go Grass Knot to do some big boy damage on that Toad. And you know, what's going to happen here? I don't know, because it's communicating, and I kind of forgot what the battle was like, because I did this last week. And, you know, I'm doing the recording, the post-com, like, a week later. So we're going to find out together after this communicating thing is done. Because you have no idea, and I have no idea. So, you know, just vibing, Corviknights flapping his wings, cameras moving all over the place. It's looking like Pokemon Snap right now. Corviknight comes out, and is it the Toad? It's Noodles. Who's the Noodles? It's the Tangela. And I'm like, oh, Sag. But Grass Knot does an okay amount of damage. You know, that's not bad. There's a little sad Seismitoad didn't come out there. But I don't really have anything for the little Tangela. So I switch out into Bruce. I was kind of sad then, I'm not going to lie. I really thought I made the big brain play and Grass Knotted the Seismitoad because I couldn't remember. But Tangela came out and said, so that's, you know, it's a Sag, but it's a whatevs. So I go into Skunk Tank now. And, you know, Bruce is going to come out in a minute. And we're going to find out who they send in. Because, you know, I don't know. I can't remember. I remember the results of this fight. I think I kind of remember the score for this fight. But I don't remember, like, a lot of stuff that happened in between. So, you know, if they go knock off, that's pretty safe. It gets a crit as well. And I'm like, oh geez, Sag. But it didn't do too much damage, so it's fine. But my AV goes, which is little bit of a Sag. Because I could use that on some, like, special attacking mons, you know. And I'm like, oh no! And I send him Flygon, thinking they're going to switch into something. Like, maybe Corviknight, if I go for a Poison Jab. And I'm like, I can go Flygon, because I kind of resist this dude's stab. Actually, it might be neutral, because I'm part ground. I think it's neutral. But I don't think Tangela can hit me. So I send in the Flygon. And then they go and send out the Corviknight. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm getting mad predicts on this Corviknight. So, that's, you know, big haps indeed. Very happy about that. So, we're just doing some communicating again. You know, just vibing some more. And I flamethrower it, and it doesn't die, sadly. It doesn't die. It was very close. And it goes for Brave Bird, which does kill me, and I'm like, oh no, that is a big sad, but it kills itself too. So, you know, we can, we take the trade, we take those. It's not too bad. And I'm like, who do I send in next? Because I don't know. I actually don't know who I send in. What am I thinking? What is my mindset here? I may never know, because it was a while ago. I can't remember. I'm bad at this. Oh, I'm looking at some hella nice JoJo shirts right now. I kind of want those. Like, you know, I know it doesn't make any, like, no correlation to what's going on right now, but just while I'm deciding, you know, you're watching me pick my mons, I'm just looking at Instagram, and I was like, damn, some cool JoJo shirts, you know? And you know what else is cool? Unigasai, who just came out. Totally saw that come in. And you know, I also saw come in the Azelf. That's why I sent it out, because I was like, ooh, Shadow Ball. Totally knew that was coming. So, you know, they come out. Look at them. Am I going to go for a Shadow Ball here? I think I am. No, I go for an Energy Ball here, because I think, oh, what if you go... What are the chances you go into Seismitoad here? And I figure this is going to be neutral on anyone other than Tangela. And I want to take the risk, because I could either kill... Because it kills his elf, and I thought, maybe you come in. Like, there's an off chance that you could come in. And just in case, I go for it. Probably shouldn't have revealed it, not gonna lie. There's probably some other better things I could go for here. But, oh well. You know, what's done is done. We've done that now. And we just wait to see what they do. If I remember correctly, I think they just keep Azelf in. And I get the kill. I don't actually remember though. You're about to find out, I'm sure. Yep, I just Energy Ball it and it dies. Nice. So that's another kill on our side. So we've got the lead right now. We're solid 5 against 4. And I'm like, you know what? This is a nice place I'm in right now. I'm kind of happy with where I am currently in life. And they sent in Hodlon. And I'm like, that's a bit of a sad, because if I went Moonblast, this wouldn't have been a switch in, and they probably would have to send in Seismitoad. And I guess that's fine. I did it like that because I'm looking at my team and I have nothing for Seismitoad. Like Seismitoad kind of just kills my entire team. I don't have a switching against it, so I'm kind of glad I didn't go for Moonblast there. Because I would have just had nothing for it, literally. As you know, Earthquake hits my Tarf, it hits my Skunk, it hits my Bruce, it's my Kaminari. Pardon me, I'm pretty sure it gets Poison Jab for Ignale, they've got Water type moves for, and I've got Ice Punch for my Tiki. So I go for Play Rough and break the sub, and they do Focus Blast. And I'm like, damn, sub Focus Blast? I haven't seen that set in a while. And they absolutely smack up Bruce. And I'm like, you know what, that's not very nice. You shouldn't have done that. That's just kind of mean. So I go for another Play Rough, I'm pretty sure. Because I think I can do a bunch of damage with Play Rough. And if you try hit me again, I'll have a Aftermath on you, which will be very nice. And it'll do a decent amount of damage. So that's what I kind of plan on doing here. So, you know, that guy with his little watch is just judging me and my Pokemon right now. He's like, what's this dude doing? What's he doing? What a 6-0 this guy already. And I'm like, hell no you won't. No backseat gaming from you. Smack. And then he goes off the screen. So, Backseat Watch Gamer is not on the screen anymore. He's just vibing somewhere else. Don't know exactly where he's vibing. And I'm just going to play rough with the Hoodlum. Doesn't kill, sadly. Maybe I should have done a different nature to kill. And he goes Drain Punch and kills me. And I'm like, oh, that was a big Sag. And he heals up. And then he's going to lose some damage because of Aftermath. And how much health does he? He almost dies. Not quite. If he went for anything but Drain Punch, he would have died. But sadly, the Hoodlum lives. And I'm like, Sag, I'm going to have to try kill this with something now. And I think, what can I do to kill this? And I think I go Kaminari, I think, actually. Because I think I'm just like Grass Knot kills, or maybe I go into Tarf and Rapid Spin. I actually don't, or no, I think maybe I Ignale? Yeah, I go Ignale looking at it. No, I'm changing my mind. No, I'm not going Ignale. Am I going Uno? No, I'm going Ignale. And I've changed my mind again. We're committing. We're going Ignale. Nice. So Charizard's out. I think I might set up a Dragon Dance here, maybe. Because I'm just like, what are you gonna do, fam? Against this, against my Charizard. Because you got Sub, Focus Punch, Drain Punch. And I just set up a Dragon Dance. You know, it might have Rock Slide or something, but I'm feeling a little cocky here. I don't do that, and they go for Knockoff, and I'm like, ouchie, that kind of fucking hurt. Well, that was a little bit rude. Like, you just knocked off my item. That was my favourite little... Those are my favourite shoes. Like, you literally just knocked my Tims right off my feet, and I'm like, that's kind of fucked, I'm not gonna lie. But now the Dragon Dance is done. I go for an Earthquake. Maybe should have D-danced again here, because I don't think Knockoff would have killed, and that was their only like attacking move that was neutral on me. So I could have got some big boy stats there. Might have done some big boy damage to whatever they send out next, which is probably Seismitoad. Don't actually know if that would have killed. Oh, hello, thank you. Just have a plug for my phone now, Pog. Good night. I needed this plug for my phone because I need to charge my phone for work tomorrow. Also need a drink because I just finished my water. And it's a Sag that I don't have any more water. So Le Bubbles comes out. And I think I just stay in an Earthquake here. As I don't have anything to send out against it. Unless I like Big Brain and go Heliolisk right now, predicting the Water type move. I think I was considering this because I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, ooh, Dry Skin. But I don't think I risk it. I don't think I end up risking it, looking at it, I'm not gonna lie. I think I just go for the Earthquake. Unless I do. No, I'm looking at it again. I'm looking at it again. No, I'm changing my mind. I'm going for the Earthquake. Yeah, I don't commit. I don't commit here. So how much does this do? Because maybe getting greedy with Dragon Dance would have been good. I don't think that would have killed. I don't think that would have killed. Either way. So they go for Liquidation. Ignil dies, and I'm like, that's a big Sag. I feel like I should have gone Kaminari here. Because I go into it now, thinking I can Grass Knot. But I think it would have been better to keep Charizard alive, I think, because Charizard just did a decent amount to their team. Especially the Tangler, because now I don't really have anyone to deal with that Tangler. Which is a little bit of a problem, because it's a bulky boy. Really bulky boy. And I kind of forget it has Regenerator. Because I'm like, you know, you can see my brow's furrow here. I'm like, why is it at full health again? Like, what? And I'm like, oh, it has Regenerator. So, you know, it would have been good to send this out first, predicting the Liquidation and just getting a Grass Knot on that Seismitoad. So possibly could have killed the Charizard afterwards or something else, maybe, like my Tapu Lele with Energy Ball. So I send in Excadrill here. It goes for a Giga Drain, and I'm like, ooh, that hurts a lot. That does like a third of my health, and it regains all of its health. But I have X-Scissor, and that's like the only super effective move I have. So I think, you know what, let's just go for an X-Scissor, and just do that. And it does an okay amount of damage. I think X-Scissor has a high crit rate, so I was kind of hoping for that. Almost dead now. Giga Drain's gaining a lot of HP back. But I go for another one. And hope and pray that it will get a crit again. I say again, it hasn't got a crit the first time. But I hope and pray it gets a crit. And then I hope that I can just do some good damage with Bolele now. But I don't get much HP back because of me having very low HP as well. And they're just below the green, so I'm thinking maybe I can get a kill with Lele now. However, you may think I might get a kill with Lele, or that they will just sweep my team. Who knows what will happen? I feel like you won't predict what will happen now, or will you? Because I'm just, you know, choosing my Pokemon. I go Lele. We're communicating. I'm sending out the Lele. And, you know, we're sending it out. We're sending out the Lele. I'm about to Moonblast. And then we get a communication error. And I'm like, oh. So, I don't know what to do here. I'm just like, do we play still? Because I'm like, I kind of feel like I'd lose. So I kind of talked for like 10 minutes or so just skipped all that. You're probably just gonna see me get straight back into the battle. And you see Excadrill alive. You know, I used a Max Revive. Just because I like hacking like that, you know. No, I didn't do that. We figured it would be better just to start with this. Because Tangler would be on full HP, so we're just like, okay, we're going to start from this point. I'm going to just X-Scissor the hell out of this Tangler. Tangler's going to Giga Drain me, and then like the battle kind of resumes again from Tangler killing me with a Giga Drain. Since, you know, got full health, it still free hits me. Just doesn't gain as much health as last time. It's only by like a minuscule amount. So I go for the X-Scissor again. Get it on the yellow. A little bit more of the yellow on the last time though. Like it's more mid-yellow than like close to green, I think. Which is, you know, a little bit better for me, I guess, and a little bit of a better situation than previously, I think. So I send in Unigasai, because I'm like, you know what, I feel like Moonblast will do a decent amount of damage here. So I send in Uno, and I don't have a Psychic type move, so I'm just like, I've got to go for Moonblast. See how that does. Hopefully it'll get a nice cheeky little kill. We'll see how, you know, we'll see if it does it. May it get a kill, may it not, we don't know. But you're about to, because I'm using Moonblast. And it does get a kill. So, that's, you know, we've got 2 Mons, I've got 3 Mons now. And, you know, Seismitoad's pretty low, Scrafty's pretty low, Clefable's the only one that's like really high HP, so you know, it hasn't lost any health. And I'm like, God, what's this thing gonna do? Since it's very bulky, I don't know how many hits it will take. And I go Moonblast, and I'm kind of surprised by the damage, honestly. It does a lot more than I was expecting. Like, it does half, so I'm like, oh, it's a 2-shot. And then they go for Rain Dance, and I'm like, ah. So they're getting a Seismitoad sweep here, which is not very pog for me. I'm like, oh. So I go for another Moonblast. I killed a Clefable, which is nice because I've got you know, I make this at least a 2-0 loss instead of a 3-0 loss. And then I'm like, oh god, I think I lose here. We already like talked about what we were running because we were just debating whether we should do the battle or not. And we were just like, oh, you know, Cherry said they've got this, so they probably would have won, and I was like, yeah, you probably would have won because I don't really have anything. And like I just figured I died to the rest anyway. But we're still gonna record it anyway. I contemplate sending out Kaminari, predicting a water type move here. But then I'm like, is there any point? Because like it wastes 1 turn, and it's only, you know, it hasn't been any turns of the move yet. And I think, you know what? There's no point. I'm just gonna die anyway. So, you know, I could have lived for 1 extra turn, but like, what's the point? Rain would have still been up. So I just sack off, you know, and I sack off Kaminari as well, because there's just not much we can do here. The only way I could have maybe stalled out another turn is if like they were scarfed or banded or something. But then not. Maybe I should have sent it out just to check if it was, but it wasn't anyway, so it's fine. They get the... Oh god, I'm tired. Well, we get the kill, the Earthquake, and the battle ends. So GG to Cherry. We are going to end off the season 0-10, unfortunately. I'm sorry, we just couldn't get a win this season. Like, I don't know what it was, honestly. Like, you know, maybe I was just playing terribly. Maybe, like, I don't think it was the team. Maybe it was a bit of a team. I don't know. Maybe it was just the opponents we were fighting were really good. Like, probably a mix of everything. I don't know. But I didn't manage to get any wins this season, which is unfortunate. But I'm gonna try again. You know, I still enjoy draft. We still got a lot more draft leagues to enter, and I've got to try get a revenge match for these 2 seasons that I'm currently in, and try get a lot more wins in the future, just like we had in the MTBA. So hopefully, you know, even though this season is over, there'll be a lot more draft leagues and some W's in our future. So GG to Cherry, their channel will be in the description below with all the other coaches that participated this season. So, sorry again about this being post-commentary, just don't know what happened to the audio. I hope you guys enjoyed regardless, and I will see you in the next video, my dudes. Bye.